You need to start with the client. You know, I can sit here and say, do a good job, and everybody knows to do a good job, so that's not going to help you out any. It's not that easy. Often what we do is not easy, and providing exceptional customer experiences and performance results is a tough path. But obviously you all want to take it because you're here. So start with the phone call. Whenever the phone rings, your CSR or you or whomever you have in your organization that takes those calls, that's a great time to, instead of just book a lead, ask them questions. Prepare whomever it is you're sending out there with a little bit of intel so that they know how they should navigate this next conversation. If they're calling you because they have curious about system replacement, but they have an uncomfortable room, put that in the work order. Let that person know so that as they get to that job site, you ensure that you touch all them points. Those are key points that they found important. We need to hit on them. You know, the tiny nuggets that the customer will drop can come back tenfold and help you to solve so many more issues. And then also it's important to remember that whenever we finally do get to the job site, a lot of times clients become much more guarded. Who here has ever had a customer lie to you? Like just bold-faced lie, you know they're lying.
I just changed my filter.
Yeah. It's what we do, because in any experience, whenever the person makes it to your house, obviously they just want my money. It's important for you to establish that you're not there to sell anything. You're there to provide them options to set them on a path to success. If we make money at it, great. That's what we do. But that's not what we're there for. I don't care if somebody buys from me. I recently had a talk with a contractor, a very large contractor, and they go for yes, yes, yes. Like the salesman drives it home until they make the sale. I go for no. My goal is to go for no. I want to offer you everything in the world to solve your problems. And if you say no to every one of them, I did my job. If you say no to every one of them, they say yes. But you should offer all kinds of solutions to the client. If they didn't tell you no, you did not offer any solutions.
Yeah, that guard is strong.
Yeah.
I got customers that don't even realize it's like a guard lie.
You will discover customers' problems that the customer did not realize they had. But because of your understanding on comfort, your understanding on how the system works, you're the expert. They called you. They want you to solve the problem, even though they just really want you to give them a price on that 5-ton. That's what they're saying to you, but really, deep down, they want you to solve these problems for them. And it would be a disservice to anyone and our industry to not take a look at it. So ask these questions and just prepare yourself before you get in the door. Set the tone. Let them know that this isn't a sales call. This is I'm here to solve problems call. Nobody cares. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody. Everybody in business will say, no one has time for that. I got places to be, I got jobs to do, yada, yada, yada. You're right, nobody has time to just do a song and dance. You know, it's really expensive to get a lead and then drive to their home and do nothing.
Yeah.
So.
It's not expensive if you're not the owner.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
But, you know, you have the opportunity. Take full advantage of it and let's solve some problems. You know, like I said, many companies, they don't want to invest until they have the sale. Whereas what I'll tell you is if you show that you're invested in the client's success, you have the sale. Because you're going to give them something no one else is giving them. And that's you. Your level of care, your level of wanting to see everyone succeed. It's going to drive a large separation between you and your competition.
The more you pour into the customer,
Per se, you have to show that you're invested as much as you want them to invest in you, right?
right?
Invest in them. If you don't care about them, they don't care about you. Do unto others and whatnot. Common misconception is that they don't care. Like, oh yeah, you can sit there and say this all day long up here, but my clients don't care. Well, who said that? Have you ever had a customer say, I don't care about safety, about their energy use? Maybe, here or there. Sometimes they lie to themselves, sometimes not. But, for the most part, people do care, so long as they see that you care. Make sure that comes across in your presentation to them or in your initial meeting. It really starts from the time you knock on the door to show them the level of care. A few challenges that you're going to run into is, no, maybe not. Try again. 3 times. Aha. All right. So whenever people tell me that the customer doesn't care, and so that's why they installed it the way they installed it. They installed it, they just swapped the box, they reconnected it to the terrible duct system, to the, yada, yada, all the same problems. We didn't solve any problems, but we got new equipment. They say, well, it's because, the customer wasn't going to spend any money. Have you ever given the customer the option? Like, hey, this is how we do the job, this is how you do the job the right way, but if you're interested, we can do it the wrong way. No one will pay you to do it the wrong way. They just won't. At any given chance, you walk in and say, yeah, we don't like doing X, Y, Z, but, I could do it I can meet that guy's price and do it. I can do a bad job. No one pays you to do a bad job. You're the professional.
All the time to do a bad job, they just don't know.
That's right, yeah, they don't know. They don't know. 100%. So, like you said, if they don't know any better, then they just simply don't know. You're the professional.
You're the one to show them.
You're the one to show them. And so it's our job not to just walk in with a tape measure and really change the narrative in that whole sales process. But like I said, they rely on us to present them the options that they need to succeed. And so we just really need to hit that home and do that. For those of you that have longtime customers and your first-time performance, high-performance HVAC, taking a look at this, you will have to eat crow. You will have to look a customer in the eyes that you have inherited from your grandfather and tell them, I'm sorry. We did the best we could whenever we did, and we honestly felt as if we were the best. But through ongoing education, because of our care, our passion for what we do, we've learned that sometimes we sucked. We made bad decisions. We did things that we shouldn't have done. We don't want to continue down that path. So that's why I'm bringing these up today. I didn't know what I didn't know. And there's nothing wrong with that, all right? It's going forward, once you know, it's doing the right thing with that. So it gets into some integrity, which is a critical aspect of all of this. But looking them in the face and saying, look, this is what we're gonna do, this is what we propose. You trusted me 15 years ago, and let's trust me again. I'm only getting better. And maybe in 15 years, we'll see if I was wrong again. But it is what it is. Be humble about it and be frank with them. And is anybody just now getting into like static pressure measurements? All right, my man. Everybody else has just been rock stars. Okay, you're gonna have that conversation. Yeah, and it's, I'm doing the best I can, and that's okay. Don't let it beat you up at all. That's a huge struggle a lot of people get with, is once they start testing, then they just don't know how to to do anything, and the easiest thing is just be open.
Dustin, is there one thing that like stands out that people really do care about?
I mean, I think, honestly, anytime that I really present things to them, they care about all of it. Almost every one of them is going to want some form of better filtration. That's a gimme for most clients. It's something that we've ingrained in people. They go to the store, they see the filters, and it's got a pretty family on it with pollen. And so, it's in their face. And COVID and all that other fun stuff has driven a force towards that way. And so that's something that can, is important to a lot of people and should be important to you too, because that protects your equipment, protects your investment that you've made with that client. And wasting energy. A lot of people say there's no money in duct. There is a mountain of money in duct work, a mountain of money, and most of your competitors don't want to touch it. And shame on them, just collect your check, because there is so much benefit that you can give to the client by addressing the duct system. And I'm going to get into that, but there's a lot more to the duct system than what we tend to relate as